So we will look at single number, and the question is, given a non-empty array of integers nums, every element appears twice except for one. To find that single one, you must implement a solution with a linear runtime complexity and use only constant access space. So if the nums array has values 2, 2, and 1, then we would return 1 because 1 only appears once. And if we have 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, then we would return 4 because 4 only appears once. So the first thing that we will do is we will create an empty dictionary, and what we will do is we will traverse through all of the elements in the nums array and then store them in the dictionary, and we will keep a tally or count of it. So here's what it will look like. That let's suppose that we have a nums array and we would have 6, 6, 6, 6, and then 7 that would appear 3 times, and then 8, and then 9 and 9. So what we would do is we would keep a tally or a count of it. So here we have 6 that appears 4 times, 7 appears 3 times, 8 once, and then 9 twice. So that's the first thing that we will do. So for this, what we will do is we created the dictionary, and then we will traverse through it. So we will do for number in nums, and then we will check if the number already is in the dictionary. So if number in dictionary, then what we will do is we will add one to that. So let's say that if the number was 6, which already had a tally or a count of 3, and 6 already existed, so then what it will do is it will add 1 to it. So if before it was 3, now it will become 4. And then we will also look for the other case, which is if number is not in the dictionary. So if number is not in the dictionary, then what we will do is we will add that to the dictionary and give it a value of 1. So let's say that the number was let's say the number was 7. It did a count, and then the count was 3, and then it will come across 8, and 8 was not already in the dictionary, so it will store a in the dictionary, and they will give it a count or a tally of 1. So that's what we did right here. And now what we will do is we will traverse through the dictionary again, and this time what we will do is we will look for the key or the number that would have a value of 1, which would be this one right here. So we will do for number in dictionary, and if dictionary number equals 1, then we would just return that number. Okay, so this looks good. So now for the time complexity and the space complexity. So for time complexity, we have on. The reason is because we traverse through the dictionary. First we traverse through the list so we can store all the elements in the dictionary, and then we traverse through it again the second time. So then we can look for that number that has a value of 1. So that's why the time complexity is on. And the space complexity is also on. The reason is because we're storing each and every element that is in the list, and we're storing that in the dictionary. And we're not storing any more or any less. We're storing as many elements there are in the nums list or an array.